Okay, so today I'm going to do one of the more challenging folds that I've done for my students so far. It's an origami pumpkin. So I have a little pumpkin here. And what's going to happen is we're going to create a pumpkin that's going to have a little bit of a shape. It has those kind of ridges like the pumpkin does. So I'm going to start with my square. I'm going to bring my bottom tip to the top. So I'm making a diagonal fold. I'm folding it in half on the diagonal. I'm going to open it up. So I'm going to repeat that step from the bottom corner on the right up. So I'm going to bring this bottom corner up to the top. Line up those edges. And now my square has an X in the middle of it. Now the next step, sometimes people don't know, but this is an important step. Knowing which direction your folds are in right now. These are valley folds, they're folding down. I set this down. Those are valley folds. I'm going to turn this over, and now these are mountain folds. And with those folds kind of coming up, I'm going to do what's called a book fold. I'm going to fold it in half by bringing the left side over to the right. Just like when you close a book or a card. And I'm going to open it back up, and I'm going to do a second book fold, bringing the bottom to the top. Now my square looks like this. This next step is the trickiest part. See how it's kind of bent upwards? I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to look right here at this corner. That's a square. I'm going to turn it so I have a diamond here. And these, you can kind of see there's 1, 2, 3, 4. These two are bent down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick it up, and I'm slowly bringing those in. I'm going to kind of squish this, and I want to do the back at the same time. Now if you can see, I'm kind of pushing in these two, closing them. So as I slowly pinch it, there's that diamond shape. And I flip it over, there's a diamond shape there too, so it looks like this. Kind of pushed in, look at the bottom, it's open. Top, it's closed. I'm keeping the closed part at the top, and I'm going to just crease that like that. That is the trickiest part. Now the next step is we're going to create this little ridge for the pumpkin. So when you look at this, there's these two flaps. So I'm going to bring this one up, and I'm going to use that fold as my center line. I'm going to bring the bottom edge like this to the fold, make a crease, and then I'm going to do this top edge. I'm going to bring it to the fold. Then I just turn this and tuck it under. And I'm going to do the same thing on the left. I'm bringing this up. I'm going to take this edge, fold it to that center line, and do this edge here, fold it to the center line, and now we are really close. Tuck this under, and what's happened is this long, lean diamond is going to become that center. So I'm going to fold this tip back, fold this tip back around my pumpkin. I'm going to fold this and flip it over so I can fold it up. A little rub, and when I turn it back over, there's my bottom. And the last thing to do is to tuck this back, but if you fold it, you can create a little stem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to fold the top down. And then I'm going to bend it back up, and I'm going to bend it up. I'm going to let a little bit of this tip stick up over the line. So when I turn it over, there's a little stem. Now there's a lot of folds, so I'm going to go ahead and just kind of flatten it out so it'll stay a little nicer. There's our little pumpkin. Remember, go slow, pause the video, take your time. I've made several of these now, so it's getting easier with practice. And there's my little pumpkin and my little origami pumpkin.